Hello darlings, I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In this video, I'm going to do a book review for Magical Riches by Damon brand. Now, there is something really unique about this book that I have a very unique experience with this book and why I think this is a very important book. So, I like to read the back of the book. It says, do you want to discover the most treasured secrets of money, magic? Acclaimed author Damon Brand presents an exclusive system for attracting money. This proven magic works safely without wands, herbs, incense, or candles. There is no need to pay the spirits, and there is no karma or spiritual backlash. You get what you deserve, you get it fast, and you get to spend it any way you want. Developed from ancient knowledge and modern occult technology, the major workings in this book have never been published before in any form. The secrets of magical riches have been crafted by the Gallery of Magic during the past 30 years. Damon Brand says creating money with magic is one of the most direct and exciting ways to experience the raw power of the occult. This exceptional work gives you all the knowledge, techniques, images, and secret words you need to unleash a flow of riches into your life. Now, this book, what I love about this book, there's one thing about this book to me that is unique to all the other books, is that it helps you discover a secret talent that you may have to help you make money. Now, this may not be your purpose. It may not be the thing that you are going to school for, or a long-term gig or a job with benefits, but it creates a way for you to, I want to share my experience with you. But first, I want to tell you a little bit more about the book. I like to go over the table of contents because I really had a direct experience with this book. Enjoying money magic, the splendor of money, taking money out of magic, emotional alchemy, the act of magic, discover your secret source of money, ritual to increase sales, ritual for buying and selling, get somebody to pay up, get some the genius rituals. So those are those are the chapters that this book cover. Now, this is one thing, let me tell you, that I didn't know right away. When you perform the ritual to work with Metatron, let me make sure I have the right one. In the beginning, and I didn't discover this until after a year or so, but I'm going to give you a secret. The Master Money Ritual. There's a Master Money Ritual in the book. And you are now for the Master Money Ritual, you're required to do it every few months for 3 days in a row. Like, you know how you get a book and and he says it clearly if you read the directions, but I read it, didn't pay attention to it, didn't really dawn, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't check in, but every 3 months, every few months, you would do this ritual, the Master Money Ritual, for 3 days in a row. And it's, it has very detailed instructions on how to follow the ancient Hebrew text around the sigil. Now, the different rituals in the book, they all have different, like one you do monthly, like pay attention. So if you buy this book, you'll see that, and guys, Cassandra loves her note cards, right? So I like to write my notes on my index cards so that I'm not leafing through the book to try to find my directions. Discover your secret source of money. This is a ritual that you do monthly. So one ritual you do every few months, and then discover your secret source of money. This ritual, you would do it once a month. This is one of my favorites. You work with Metatron. And I actually had, now the experience I had with Discover Your Secret Source of Money, guys, this magic works so well. So I'm going to actually insert some pictures. I hope I can find some. I've been making dolls for a while. I have been making dolls for a while. But most, as you can see, my dolls are like life size. This is Jungle Beauty Goddess Safar. She's like, I don't know, she's about 5'10". And you know, all of these dolls, they stand about 5 feet tall, 5 feet, 5'5", 5'6". Some of them are actually 7 feet tall, but they're not behind me. But anyway, so I have been making dolls. But one day, out of the blue, I decided to make a rag doll, which I never make rag dolls. So I made a rag doll. I had actually completed the ritual, Discover Your Secret Source of Money. I had completed this ritual, and I made Maggie. But I decided to make a pattern for Maggie. Now, normally I like to give everything away, but Maggie, for some reason, I made her. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I have my YouTube videos on how to make her, and I decided to sell a pattern. I've never sold a pattern. I had never made a pattern to sell in my life. I had never even thought I had the talent or ability to do that, because I'm such a willy-nilly person. Like when I do something, I just go for it. But anyway, I created Maggie, the rag doll, and I created her doll pattern. I placed her on Etsy, and it sold immediately. Well, here's a picture of the Maggie doll idea I received after doing my ritual with Metatron. This is the sock doll that sells on my Etsy shop, and this is just another, this is a completed version. And I also received an idea to make this magical jewelry after doing my Metatron ritual in this book. Yep, and it sells. So then I started making other doll patterns, and my other, I think I made Josephine, the sock doll, and I started making these sock doll patterns because it was easier to confine the pattern to an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, because I like to make big dolls. But I thought, okay, the sock is going to force me to to keep the pattern small. So I made a series of sock dolls, a variety of different sock dolls, and I started selling the patterns on my Etsy shop after doing the ritual. I kid you not. After doing the ritual for Discover Secret Sources of Money. Now don't forget, now you're supposed to do this once a month, and every time I do it, I come up with a different idea. I came up with an idea for my online jewelry, I have a roosters, I have a whole bunch of things. Every time I do let me get the name right, Discover Your Secret Source of Money, I always come up with a different idea for another item for my shop, something else to sell, something else to make. That's always amazing. Now, the other ritual that I use in this book all the time is the ritual to increase sales. So if you have like a shop or something that you want to increase your sales, it's pretty simple, but you want to do this ritual once a month for 3 days in a row. So pay attention to, there's a ritual for buying and selling. Like, for example, if you want to sell a house, if somebody owe you money and you want them to pay you back. This is, guys, this book is amazing. I mean, it really works. I really, sometimes I want to say, like, don't ask for money. Ask for, like, discover your hidden talents or how to make money. Like, what I'm saying is, let's just say you want money, but then your uncle loan you money or give you money, or you find money, or you work overtime. To me, it keeps you in the loop. Well, you're probably going to always, well, I want to say the loop, but we're going to be in the loop probably even, like even Beyonce just, was in concert, so of wanting money. But I guess what I'm saying is, you want to discover a way to make money doing something you love, by utilizing your gifts or talents. and I think it'll be a much more enjoyable experience. So this is one of the very unique things about this book. And so I just want to, I want to beat a dead horse, but don't forget that you have to do one ritual every like 3 months or so. There's another ritual you do monthly with Metatron, and then if you're going to work on increasing your sales, you do it monthly and you do it for 3 days. So even though I think the one that you do every 3 months or so, you're required to do it for 3 days too. So it's an energy that you have to maintain. Now, like I said, I didn't realize it till much later. I had the book for a few years until one day I was reading, because I keep my notes on my index cards. And I was reading the notes and I was like, what? I'm supposed to do this once a month? So the way I do everything now is I try to do everything on the 1st, which is coming up in a few days. And I also like to honor my ancestors on that day. So I just try to tell myself in the beginning of the month, this is when I'll work with, like to burn my ancestor money from, buy white flowers, buy a dinner for my ancestors, or cook it would probably be better, but I don't really cook that well. They probably appreciate me buying the child, trust me. And then I'll go through all of my other rituals that I have. So if you just pick like one particular day to do all of your rituals, like for the month, it'll be easier to remember. But I highly recommend this book because it's going to help you discover a talent or a gift that you have that you're not aware of, and then it also helps you connect with the frequency of, I want to say wealth, but also, increasing your sales. It's practical to me. I would tell you, this is one of the best money rituals that I think. By the Gallery of Magic by Damon, where you will see results right away. Now, I know there's the other one with the cash book, but where you ask for a particular amount of money. I have that book. But this book to me, I'm an artist, so I enjoy, making things. I enjoy like those patterns that I've created. It is like passive income, you know what I mean? They'll be around when I'm not here. So I love that I'm not just saying, okay, let me get $10,000 and then I hit the lottery, and you know what I mean? Like, I like building my business. But anyway, guys, I really hope this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darlings, in the next video.